Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Seahawks and the Condors on Sunday night primetime.
Now from the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Condors of Orlando. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Boy, it took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
To the sideline and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
The Seahawks send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll go play action with Nix. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Seahawks 18-yard line.
Off the play fake, Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Graham. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Condors are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, pulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. And out now come the Seahawks. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Love, they go play action now. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Pacheco gets it up the gut. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. On play action, Love to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And this is going to be incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On play action, here's Nix. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Orlando with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Josh Oliver from 21 yards away. And the Condors go up by 2 touchdowns. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Off the play fake, Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing, Love. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Love now steps away. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now Love steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. To throw now, here's Love. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Nix to the air. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 60 yards. And the Condors continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And able to get this out to the 25. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Love. In trouble, and he's taken down. Tough spot here, third down and 11. Love looking to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where you see the final score there. Patrick Mahomes, another strong performance as his guys claim victory number 13 on the year. We just watched a fine first half from the man from Oregon.
Bo Nix. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these 2 teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantages and all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now it's Nix. And that will be incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion, the tight end. Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On third down, it's Pacheco, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal, and this will be a 45-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But down this big, we know that they need touchdowns instead of field goals, but now it's add insult to injury because they can't even get the 3, Charles, on the excellent block there by the special teams.
And it certainly felt to me like the special teams consider themselves an extension of the defense, which has played well for them. They have a nice cushion. They didn't want to allow any points, any opportunity to cut into their lead.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And 4 on the Seahawks 47-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Welcome back live to Orlando. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Nix. This is caught, and he will take it in for the touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Condors are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Love. He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action this time with Love. Rolling to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. A pause now as they tend to an injured player. And it's the quarterback, Jordan Love. He's shaken up out there. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Eluding the pressure. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Being chased out left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Throwing Nix. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
A gain of 5 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
They're going. It's Nix. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Condors have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Koo for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, right. Buying time to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Seattle.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it into the hands of London. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Off play action, right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Orlando.